The moment started quietly, almost too quietly for something that would soon send fans into a storm of emotions. Imagine this, two of the most beloved members of BTS sharing a simple conversation, a moment that seemed ordinary at first. No stage lights, no screaming crowds, no cameras rolling for a big performance, just two friends talking. And yet, the energy around it felt different. Because when Jungkook casually suggested the idea of going on a vacation together, something unexpected happened. Jimin, usually quick with words, laughter, or playful reactions, suddenly went quiet, speechless. For fans who have followed the bond between these two for years, that moment felt incredibly powerful. Not dramatic in a loud way, but in a soft, almost emotional way. The kind of moment that makes people pause and ask, what exactly just happened there? If you've watched their interactions over time, you already know that Jimin and Jungkook share one of the most fascinating friendships in the world of K-pop. Fans often refer to their bond as Jikook, a nickname that blends their names and represents years of shared experiences, playful teasing, deep trust, and countless unforgettable moments. But this particular situation felt different. Why would the idea of a simple vacation together make Jimin react like that? To understand that moment, you have to look back at the long journey they've shared since the early days of BTS. When BTS debuted in 2013 under Big Hit Entertainment, now known as HYBE Corporation, both Jimin and Jungkook were still incredibly young. Jungkook was the youngest member of the group, often called the Golden Maknae. He was talented in almost everything: singing, dancing, athletics, even visual arts. But behind that incredible talent was a shy teenager who had left his hometown to chase a dream that felt impossibly big. Jimin, on the other hand, had a different story. Known for his dedication and discipline, he trained intensely in contemporary dance before joining the group. When he arrived, he pushed himself harder than almost anyone else. There were stories of him practicing late into the night, determined to prove he belonged. And somewhere between the long training sessions, the exhausting rehearsals, and the pressure of debuting in one of the most competitive industries in the world, a bond formed between them. Not instantly, not dramatically, but slowly. At first, fans noticed the playful rivalry between them. They competed in dance practices, teased each other during interviews, and laughed during behind-the-scenes moments. Jungkook often challenged Jimin in games or sports, while Jimin responded with his signature mix of affection and playful frustration. But over the years, something deeper became visible. Moments where Jimin quietly checked on Jungkook during stressful periods. Moments where Jungkook defended Jimin or praised his hard work in interviews. Moments where they seemed to understand each other without needing to say much at all. And that's why the vacation comment felt so meaningful. Because when Jungkook suggested it, it wasn't just about travel. It sounded like a moment of rest, a moment of freedom, a moment where two people who had spent more than a decade working non-stop might finally step away from the noise of global fame. Think about what their lives have been like. Since BTS rose to worldwide fame with record-breaking albums, sold-out stadium tours, and historic performances like those at Grammy Awards and United Nations events, their schedules have been relentless. Recording, touring, promoting, filming, traveling across continents in a matter of days. The world sees the glamour, but behind that glamour is a level of exhaustion most people can barely imagine. So when Jungkook mentioned a vacation, fans immediately began wondering, was this more than just a casual comment? Was it a rare glimpse into how much they needed a break? And perhaps that's why Jimin's reaction stood out. He didn't laugh immediately, he didn't joke, he paused. For a moment, it looked like he was genuinely surprised. Why? Some fans believe it's because Jungkook is usually not the one suggesting slow, relaxed moments. He's known for his endless energy and passion for work. When he gets interested in something, whether it's music production, boxing, fitness, or photography, he dives into it completely. So hearing him suggest a vacation might have felt unexpected even for Jimin. But maybe the silence meant something else too. Maybe Jimin was imagining what that vacation would actually feel like. No cameras, no schedules, no pressure. Just two friends who had grown up together in the spotlight finally experiencing something ordinary. Can you imagine how rare that must be for them? For most people, traveling with a friend is normal. It's something millions of people do every year without thinking twice. But for global superstars like Jimin and Jungkook, even a simple trip could become a worldwide headline. Every photo would trend, every sighting would explode across social media, every detail would be analyzed. That's the strange reality of being part of BTS. Even the smallest moments become global events. And yet, despite that pressure, the idea still felt beautiful. Because fans didn't just see two celebrities talking, they saw two people who have shared an extraordinary journey. Think about how many milestones they've experienced together. Their first tiny dorm, their first music show win, their first sold-out concerts, their first international tours, the overwhelming success of albums like Love Yourself, Tear, and Map of the Soul 7, the emotional moments when they realized millions of fans around the world were supporting them. Those experiences shape friendships in powerful ways. They create memories that very few people can truly understand. And that's why fans often say the connection between Jimin and Jungkook feels special. Not because of rumors, not because of speculation, but because of the genuine care they've shown each other over the years. You can see it in the small gestures. The way Jungkook listens carefully when Jimin speaks, the way Jimin proudly praises Jungkook's achievements, the way they laugh together like brothers who have known each other forever. So when that quiet moment happened, when Jungkook suggested a vacation and Jimin went speechless, it felt like a reminder of something deeper. Even global superstars need simple moments. Even icons need time to breathe. Even people who perform in front of millions still treasure the comfort of one close friend. And maybe that's why fans reacted so emotionally. Because in a world filled with polished performances and perfectly edited videos, that small reaction felt real, raw, unscripted, a genuine glimpse into their friendship. But it also raises an interesting question. What would a vacation between Jimin and Jungkook actually look like? Would they choose somewhere peaceful, like a quiet beach far away from crowds? Or would they prefer a lively city full of music, food, and culture? Fans immediately started imagining all kinds of possibilities. Maybe they would travel somewhere in Europe and spend their days exploring historic streets. Maybe they would visit a tropical island where they could relax by the ocean. Or maybe, just maybe, they would choose a simple destination where they could finally move around without being recognized every few minutes. The possibilities alone sparked endless discussions. And that's part of the magic of BTS. Their lives inspire millions of people not just through music, but through the emotions and connections they create. When fans see moments like this, they're reminded that behind the fame are real human relationships, friendships built on trust, on shared struggles, on years of supporting each other. And that's why the idea of a vacation between Jimin and Jungkook isn't just a travel story, it's a symbol of much bigger. It's about rest after years of hard work. It's about friendship that survives intense pressure. It's about two people who grew from teenagers to global icons together. And maybe that's why Jimin's reaction was so quiet. Sometimes the most meaningful moments don't need words. Sometimes a simple pause says everything. So what do you think? Was Jimin truly surprised by Jungkook's suggestion? Was he imagining the kind of peaceful escape they rarely get to experience? Or was he simply touched by the idea of spending quiet time together away from the spotlight? Fans will probably continue discussing that moment for a long time, because that's what happens when something small carries so much emotional meaning. And honestly, that's part of what makes the BTS story so powerful. It's not just about music, it's about people. About growth, about friendships that evolve over years of shared dreams. Before we wrap up, here's something interesting to think about. If Jimin and Jungkook really did take a vacation together someday, where do you think they should go? A quiet island, a snowy mountain town, a vibrant city full of music? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Your ideas might be closer to their dream destination than you think. And if you enjoy exploring heartfelt BTS stories like this, moments that reveal the human side behind global fame, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next story. Because sometimes the smallest moments are the ones that stay with us the longest.